Hey guys, Emmett here bringing you another winter preseason game. This is a three-way battle between U94, CHINOOK, and DeathTwin. I'm going to get you the starting positions, colors, etc. This is on the map Plasma. Alright. At the 11 o'clock in purple as Terran we have DeathTwin. At the 3 o'clock we have the teal U94 as Protoss. And at the 7 o'clock, as the orange zerg, we have CHINOOK. I'm going to show you the map real quick. Get that up. Something unique about this map is each player is separated by walls of eggs. Ground troops have to kill off these eggs to get into these areas. Each player has basically 2 natural expansions they have immediate access to. Each player is separated by the eggs. And this middle area is also quarantined, I guess, by the eggs. So let's get this game going. Alright, CHINOOK scouting in the correct direction, and killing off I guess that was a drone. Maybe he is trying to get an overlord up fairly soon. Let's check up here. DeathTwin doing pretty good with his economy, cranking up those SCVs. And U94 setting up that pylon to possibly get cannons up in this area. That's the only ramp up into the main base. CHINOOK going with an evolution chamber before spawning pool, so maybe he's just going to try and tech up his units before they're even made, which is quite possible. U94 building the gateway, and DeathTwin going for an early gas and supply depot. However, his gas is not actually as early as U94's, so we're going to see that. Drone coming out here for CHINOOK with a little bit of minerals, trying to scout this out and see what's going on. None of these players have played on this map before, so this is all new to them. DeathTwin setting up a bunker, a barracks up in the top corner, trying to hide that away. Possibly do some cheese here, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out for him. U94 kind of moving his probe around. And CHINOOK going for a early expansion. This looks to be a cybernetics core coming up for U94, going for dragoons and higher tech, as well as another pylon up here. DeathTwin going with an engineering bay as well. That barracks is about done. Getting his gas going along, and as well as keeping his supply well off. CHINOOK sending up these drones a little too early for the hatchery, but it's kind of how he's been, just a little bit before his buildings, using that overlord to scout. U94 sending out a zealot to scout, upgrading range for dragoons, and getting his gas moved along, putting out his first dragoon here in just a little bit. DeathTwin coming up with another barracks and an academy, so possibly fire bats, medics. We might see that pretty soon here. That hatchery just about done. Let's see how things are going. Kind of under in his supply count. One downfall about CHINOOK is he really doesn't try and get his economy going as fast as the other players do, and that really sets him behind. Although he is quite new to the game. Looks like a dragoon stuck here behind the pylon for U94. That was a little bit bad placement there, but it appears that he's going to have this pylon up before this pylon goes down. Moving out another dragoon as well. And this zealot looks to be coming up here to help take that out. Alright. Overlord moving out for CHINOOK. Getting up a gas and a spawning pool finally. Be able to see some units here. Still no gas in his main. I don't know exactly what he's trying to do. DeathTwin cranking out some Marines, and it looks like he's going to go for the +1 damage. Also making a Terran factory. That range is just about done for U94. And he's going to be moving out. And I don't know if he sees this Overlord, but that Overlord definitely sees these units moving around. So we got an expansion coming up here for U94. And this Overlord is going to scout down here. See if we got any upgrades coming along. Creep colony, so we're going to see a sunken pretty soon here. Hatchery, evolution chamber, nothing really going on as far as upgrades. We're seeing the range getting upgraded, and that +1 damage is almost done. Seeing the machine shop, and this appears to be a starport, so it appears that DeathTwin is going to go for some high tech here. That Nexus coming up for U94. He's going to break through this wall fairly soon. And teching up to a lair at his expansion. Finally getting that extractor up in his main. That was just taking way too long. 4 Dragoons out and a Zealot. They're going to be busting through that wall fairly soon. And 5th Dragoon on the way, and it looks like speed upgrade, leg enhancements for the Zealots. That's going to be key against any siege tanks that happen to show up. Control tower coming up for DeathTwin, as well as some tanks. I wonder if he's got siege researched yet. No Comstat, still cranking out Marines. And it appears that the +1 damage is done. That Overlord moving a little back. Dragoons still can't fit through this gap. It's just a little tiny, but U94 is going to block it off with the Zealot Zerglings from coming through, and there they are. 6 Zerglings, one doing a little dance move. We're seeing the lair, and +1 melee attack for the Zerg. So we got a second gateway coming up, and a forge for U94. Leg enhancement's just about done, so that'll be clutch for those Zealots. DeathTwin blocking off this ramp with the fire bats. That's a good call right there. Getting melee on the ramp, and then the Marines covering from the side. That's very good. And it looks like siege mode is definitely coming up for DeathTwin. Moving a vulture out as well. A couple vultures and a tank. Let's check on upgrades. I did not catch whether or not CHINOOK upgraded for Zergling speed, although it is quite possible that he did so. Just a lot of idle drones. He needs to get those mining, and he'd be in good shape. Lots of drones being produced by U94. A couple idle probes here, but nothing too crazy. Getting those probes mining off of that expansion very well. And the gap is through. U94 scouting ahead with that Zealot, taking out those eggs, just making sure the path is clear. We're seeing a wall off with Marines and fire bats here by DeathTwin, researching spider mines as well. That's going to come in handy for him. Break through that line of eggs, and then you'll have that mine come right up into enemy units, which would be good for him. Zealot scouting over here. Let's see how things are going on in the base. Not much new stuff. We do see Burl evolving and a Spire, so possible Mutalisks or Lurkers. Another evolution chamber coming up. That +1 damage is going to be done fairly soon. You'll see that come up here on the Zerglings. That Zealot checking out these expansions in the middle of the base. Dragoons coming in here to kill off that Overlord. And it is not going to